Storm Team 29 forecast.
Well, start to finish, a pretty nice January day. There's the sunrise this morning from Warren Fault there in Augusta County, and temperatures started in the 20s and warmed nicely here this afternoon. 57 was the high at the airport. Right now 50. Skies are clear, a light southwesterly wind. It's still going to be a cold overnight. 44 is the current number at the Valley Airport in Weir's Cave, touching 52 for a high today. And if we take a look at most numbers now, generally in the upper 40s to around 50 in many spots. We'll see these numbers tonight fall into the 20s and low 30s. What's on the horizon? Tomorrow evening, tomorrow night, more rain, a flood watch for Central Virginia. Windy Saturday, some 30 to 50 mile per hour gusts. Those higher gusts certainly for the Blue Ridge Mountains. We may see a wind advisory. Some scattered power outages are possible. And an Arctic blast next week, the coldest air so far of the winter season. And with that, on Tuesday, there is some snow potential, so alert for that. But certainly the Arctic blast is more certain. Let's take a look at our highs tomorrow, anywhere from the mid-40s to low 50s. We start with sunshine, the clouds thicken up. By 4 or 5 o'clock and beyond, here comes the rain. Right now, we have a flood watch for Central Virginia. The amount of rain that we're expecting is nice, but it's not as much as what we saw on Tuesday. But because of the saturated soils, it won't take a whole lot to aggravate problems, especially small creeks and streams that could come out of their banks, some urban flooding. So be mindful of that. Right now, anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch to about 1.5 inches. 2 inches would be more localized, but again, it's falling on saturated ground, which may aggravate some issues as we go into tomorrow night. May have a rumble of thunder, but the severe outlook is farther to our south. Much of the Carolinas under a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow, including damaging wind gusts and isolated tornadoes. Let's take a look at tomorrow morning. We'll start in the 20s and 30s. Sunshine to start the day. Clouds thicken up, mid-40s to low 50s. After 4 or 5 o'clock, here comes the rain. Get into tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Some of that rain could be heavy at times, along with a few rumbles of thunder. By about midnight, most of the activities pushing off to the east. We'll start to see skies clear into Saturday morning, but we'll have a gusty wind to contend with, and that'll be the headline for Saturday with those biting winds. Temperatures will be in the 40s, and then as we go into Sunday, we'll still have a wind as well. So things are quiet now. High pressure slipping offshore. Here's the storm out across the Four Corners. It will ignite more storms here tonight across the Arklatex region, and that storm track's going to take it up towards Chicago. So northwest of that low, that's where the winter storm is, and that's where you'll see the advisories, the warnings, even a blizzard warning for much of Iowa. And once this storm departs, it's going to pull in much bitterly cold air. You can see some of the numbers right now, but this will be the Arctic blast that'll continue to work across the country into next week. And looking ahead, this is next Wednesday through the following Sunday. Colder than average. So again, that's what we're looking at. And after Tuesday of next week, drier conditions for that stretch as well. But for tonight, mid-20s to low 30s, mostly clear and cold. Clouds thicken up for Friday. Rain gets in here tomorrow evening, tomorrow night. Could be locally heavy for a while. Then it departs. We've got windy conditions here this weekend. And Monday, Martin Luther King Day, cloudy skies. We'll watch Tuesday's potential for snow, but more certain is the Arctic blast that will arrive next week. Daytime highs in the 20s and 30s, overnight lows in the single digits and teens.
All right, Eric, here we go again. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And don't forget